Welcome to this ERP end-to-end simulation. This video walks through the full Nike shoe process from planning, procurement, and production all the way to final delivery. Let's begin the ERP process with forecasting and sales and operations planning, also known as SOP. Forecasting uses past sales data, seasonal trends, and marketing plans to predict future demand for Nike shoes. For example, during summer and back-to-school seasons, demand for running shoes like Air Max or Air Zoom usually spikes. These predictions aren't random. They're based on concrete data like regional sales reports, product performance trends, and promotional schedules. Once the forecast is finalized, the SOP process begins. SOP aligns the forecast with the company's production capacity and inventory planning. This step helps avoid overproduction or understocking by ensuring that supply planning is realistic and achievable. In short, SOP ensures that all departments, from sales to manufacturing, work with a common plan to meet customer demand efficiently. Once the forecast is ready, demand management takes over. This step breaks down the forecast into specific product models, sizes, and delivery locations. For example, the system calculates that KL will need 1,000 units of Air Max size 9, while Penang may need 800 pairs of Air Zoom size 10. This detailed breakdown ensures that production and procurement teams know exactly what to make or buy, and for which market. Demand management also considers customer behavior trends, promotional timing, and store-level sales history to fine-tune these numbers. If this step is skipped or done poorly, the result can be costly. Overstocking slow-selling items, or worse, running out of bestsellers during peak periods. That's why demand management is a critical step. It transforms the big-picture forecast into precise, actionable quantities by product, size, and region. Once product-specific demand is confirmed, the Master Production Schedule, or MPS, is developed. MPS outlines which Nike shoe models need to be produced, in what quantity, and by what date. It acts like a weekly calendar for the factory, ensuring the right models are produced at the right time, avoiding delays or bottlenecks. For example, if Penang needs 800 Air Zooms by mid-month, MPS schedules production of those units in advance, factoring in lead times and shift capacity. This ensures synchronization between demand and the factory floor. MPS is the foundation for efficient manufacturing. Without it, you'd face overproduction, idle labor, or missed customer delivery dates. It also provides clarity for the procurement team on when raw materials will be needed. In short, MPS helps the business run smoothly, from forecasting to final delivery. Once the master production schedule is finalized, the next step is Material Requirements Planning, or MRP. MRP breaks down each scheduled product into its components and determines the exact quantities of raw materials needed. For example, if week 1 requires 1,000 Air Max shoes, MRP calculates the total soles, laces, fabric panels, and logos needed. It also checks current inventory and triggers procurement only if stock is insufficient, avoiding both shortages and overstock. This way, the factory always has the right materials available at the right time to keep production running smoothly. MRP also helps align supplier lead times with the production plan, ensuring parts arrive just in time. Without MRP, the factory risks production halt, delayed orders, or excess inventory eating into profits. If the MRP detects low stock levels, it triggers the procurement process. The system automatically creates purchase requisitions, which are then reviewed and converted into purchase orders, POs. These orders are sent to approved suppliers for items like soles, laces, and fabric panels. This seamless procurement cycle ensures materials are available before production begins. It also maintains vendor relationships, reduces delays, and helps control costs. Procurement is not just about buying. It's about timing, trust, and total visibility into the supply chain. By digitizing procurement, the ERP system minimizes paperwork and errors while enabling real-time tracking of deliveries and supplier performance. It also supports strategic sourcing, allowing Nike to compare supplier costs and lead times to make better purchasing decisions. With materials in stock and production scheduled, it's time to execute the manufacturing process. A production order is issued to the factory floor. For example, build 1,000 units of Air Max by week 1. Operators follow standard procedures using the correct materials: soles, fabric panels, laces, and Nike logos. Work centers like cutting, stitching, and assembly are all synchronized based on the production plan. As each stage is completed, progress is tracked in the ERP system in real time. This provides visibility into how many units are completed, work in progress, or delayed. Any quality issues or machine downtimes are flagged immediately. Manufacturing execution ensures that the right product is made, in the right quantity with minimal waste, exactly on time. It also helps management make informed decisions by giving live status updates on production performance. Ultimately, this level of control improves efficiency, reduces operational risk, and ensures customer satisfaction through timely order fulfillment. With manufacturing nearly complete, it's time to process the customer orders. When a buyer like JD Sports places an order for 50 pairs of Air Max shoes, the ERP system immediately creates a digital sales order. The system checks available stock or incoming production, then reserves the required quantity. Once confirmed, the order is sent to the warehouse for picking, packing, and delivery scheduling. At the same time, the system calculates pricing, applies any discounts, and prepares invoice details for billing. Logistics details, such as shipping address, courier preferences, and delivery deadlines, are also recorded automatically. Real-time status updates keep both the warehouse and the sales team in sync, reducing errors or miscommunication. Sales order processing ensures fast, accurate, and seamless order handling, linking the factory floor to customer satisfaction. It marks the beginning of the final mile, where planning becomes fulfillment and a customer's expectation becomes reality. Once the sales order is confirmed, the warehouse team begins picking and packing the items for delivery. The ERP system generates a delivery document detailing the item's quantity and destination. After physical dispatch, a post-goods issue, or PGI, is recorded in the system, confirming that ownership has now transferred to the customer. This action updates inventory levels, accounting entries, and triggers shipment tracking. For example, JD Sports' order of 50 Air Max shoes is now officially en route. PGI ensures transparency and prevents inventory mismatches. From this point, customers can track their shipments in real time, closing the logistics loop in the ERP process. This step reinforces trust and ensures the customer experience remains smooth and predictable. Additionally, all shipping information and delivery proofs are stored digitally, making future audits and customer service inquiries seamless. Once delivery is confirmed, the final stage in the ERP cycle begins: order settlement. The ERP system automatically records all actual costs, materials, labor, and overhead, and compares them against planned estimates. This ensures accurate financial tracking and cost variance analysis. Simultaneously, the system triggers billing, sends out the invoice, and logs payment once received. For example, JD Sports receives an invoice for 50 pairs of Air Max shoes, and once payment is made, it's marked as settled in the system. The ERP also posts these values to internal cost centers, enabling full profit margin analysis. Order settlement officially closes the production order, preventing any future edits. It ensures financial transparency, maintains audit readiness, and completes the ERP cycle from planning to payment. This marks the full journey of a Nike shoe, from forecasting to financial reconciliation, all in one unified system.